Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to MolarGold. Yeah, today we said that you should not be trading blind, right? Know exactly what is happening in the market. Know exactly, and we are here to deliver just that so that you know exactly what is happening. Okay, so we are going to start by giving you guys heads up on what really is happening. What really is happening. All right, so let's get into it. I told you guys earlier on that gold has entered into a kind of phase that is a little confusing and tricky. Okay, gold has entered into a phase that is a little tricky and confusing. But what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Like I told you, or I always tell you guys, we are a student, or we are the students of the charts. So whatever they are telling us is exactly what we'll be following. We'll be following that, and then we'll be going through with it. Okay, that's exactly what we'll be doing. We'll just be following, going through. And I have given you guys the clue severally on what really is happening. If today is your first time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that if I come live, you will be notified immediately. Just watch this. I gave you guys an idea that this is what is happening. Gold needs to give us with 5. Okay, so we will be watching over our shoulders each and every single time. Even the price is still going up, we need to watch over our shoulders. All right, we need to. It's very, very important because this same structure can change, and I drew that the last time and I showed you guys. This structure can still change and can be something like this. It can be something like this. All right, it can be something like this, and this will be with 1, with 2, with 3, with 4, with 5. No, I didn't write right. With 1, with 2, with 3, with 4, with 5. All right, it can be something like this. Then we have this as an ABC correction, A, B, and C, like this. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this is A, that is B, C. All right, this can happen. This is possible. Okay, and if that is the case, we also need to check out. So that is why we're doing both buy and sell at the same time. We're doing both buy and sell at the same time. So we have to just follow through what price is doing at every single time. What is price doing? We are just following. Okay, good. Now, I drew that and I showed you guys that we have with 1, with 2, with 3 is not that short. With 1, with 2, with 3, with 4, and with 5, like this. This is the structure. And this with A is in 3. This is also in 3, like this. So 3, 3, 5. So this very, very correct, right? This is very, very correct for us to take to the downside as well. All right. What is happening right now? Now we are around this area. So we need to focus on this area anymore. We just need to focus on this area, the last part, the latter part. And that is the interesting part. Okay. So if that is the case, what are we saying or what are we doing? All right. This has broken the low. It has broken this low. So since it has broken this low, it means that this can only be one-way direction. It can be a 5-way with 1, with 2, with 3, with 4, and with 5. This can be one-way direction, wave 5, like this. All right. If that is the case, then this move is just a correction. Then we still expect our down move. All right? We still expect our down move. So this down move is still in play. That down move that I spoke about earlier on is still in play. It's still there. It has not changed. The idea has not changed yet. The idea has not changed yet. All right? So we still have to look at that because it's very, very important. It's very, very important. Okay? Very, very important. Very, very. All right. So let me take you guys into it. We're going to look at that. Okay. So let's look at that. I wanted to share a link. That is why. So now let me share the link quickly. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So this 5 wave C always ends with a 5. Wave C always ends with a 5. All right. Wave C always ends with a 5. So this can be possible, or this is possible. Then we have this at 3. Then we have this at 3, like this. So 3, 3, 5. So this is possible. If that is the case, then we are expecting that we go down like this. Oh, sorry. If that is the case, then we are expecting that we go up, we correct, and we impulse again. Then we have resumed the buy. But if that is not the case, and this structure you are seeing is what is actually in play, this same structure is what is in play, all right, then it means that we can have the down. All of these can be correction. This can be with 1. This can be with 1. This one can be with 1. And all of these can be with 2. And we will still go back down like this. So that is very, very possible. Very, very possible. Guys, take note of that. It's very, very possible. All right? So this move is very interesting. In fact, I have to draw them in 2 so that you guys can see all of that and understand. So this is the first one. This structure is the first one. The first one, I said that price is looking for the downside, and that is it. So this is the first structure. We have a 3. Where are you? So we have a 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This gives us a WXYXZ. Let me thicken it a bit. It's too thick. And let's make it blue. So this gives us a 5. WXYXZ. Let me draw it on the chart so that you can see it. So this is a W, X, Y, X, and a Z right there. Then that would be wave 4. Then we are expecting wave 5 to happen. Okay, perfect. So WXYXZ. So wave 5 started with a triangle. Wave 5 started with a triangle. You can all see the triangle, expanding triangle, right? So look at that. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've completed with 1 in red degree. And now we are expecting an ABC correction. A, B, and C. then price would go down. This is basically it. This is exactly what the structures look like. This is it. First things first. This is what the structure look like. So this is the first scenario. So if that is the case, we're still expecting an ABC correction so that we end. And where would the ABC correction end? We would have to check the correction to be ending around these areas. The 50 and 61.8 fibs. All right, this is where we should see it ending. It should end around here. All of these, I don't need them for now. So yeah, it can also be maybe deeper. It can go a little deeper. All right. So this is what, or this is the area that we have to start watching for the sell to happen. Okay. But we will not jump into the sell just like that. We need to see certain things. Okay. So this is the first scenario. The second scenario, scenario 2. Now watch scenario 2, and then we are going to understand what I was talking about earlier on. Okay, scenario 2. So I'm going to change all the labelings or the structure. I'm going to change everything. So let's change it quickly. So structure 2 looks like this. So this is structure 2. Okay, watch structure 2. All right. So so this structure 2, like this, with 1, with 2, okay, and I'll show you why structure 2 to me does not really work for me. I'll show you the reason why structure 2 is not really working for me. 3 and 5. All right. Then we have an ABC correction in here. Perfect. So we have an ABC correction. We should put the C here. Okay. And we would still go with this. All right. We'll still go with this. Okay. We'll still go with this. So let's highlight it. Create a zone for it. Perfect. So this structure 2, I'm showing you structure 2 currently. Guys, if today is your first time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that anytime I come live, you will be notified immediately. All right, let's get into it. So this structure 2, okay? So ABC, where is the ABC? Good. So we have, oh, okay, I've seen the problem. We have this to be with B. We have this to be with A. I've seen the problem. Okay, I've seen the problem. Yeah, because it wasn't making a lot of sense to me. Now I see the problem. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. This complete sense. It makes sense. Then we have the big degree. So this become with 1 and this become with 2. Then with 3, with 4, and with 5. So we will change the degree to red. Let's change it to red so that it become more visible in the chart. All right. Good. In fact, we can do all the labelings. We can do every single thing. Okay, we can do that. Okay. So this is basically it. In fact, I have to do all of it. so that it becomes more clear for people that have not been here for some time. So let's do that. Okay, so this red degree with 1 with 2. Let me put this aside. Okay, I was using a bar chart. Let me use candlesticks. So that those that cannot see it will actually see the chart. Okay, correct. Okay. So ABC, ABC. Okay. Now let's get the next ABC. And then we get the 5 waves. The 5 waves. With 1, with 2, with 3, with 4, and with 5. That will also have to be in black degree. And yeah, perfect. So this is how it should look like. This is how it should look like. All right, perfect. So if this is the case, it means that price is actually inside the wave already. Where is our wave A? Okay, wave A is here. So let me get this positioned. A, B, and C. So this is going to be the blue degree. Then now this red would have to change slightly. Perfect. So now we have the entire structure. We have the entire structure. So this is what I mean. So if we are actually looking, Doc, please, which time frame are you using for the analysis? I'm actually on the 4-hour time frame. All right. So if this scenario is what is in play, this scenario is what is in play, okay, then it means that price will have to start flying. It has to, okay, it has to start flying. It has to continue the move. It has to continue the move like this. Then it means that 1.618, where are you? 1.618, where are you? I can't find my 1.618. Okay, I've seen it. It means that price should travel all the way here. Price should travel all the way here. That's where it has to go. If this setup is what is actually in play right now, then price need to follow through all the way here before making any kind of correction. But like I told you guys, I doubt this structure, all right? But we will be trading. We'll be trading the pieces, every single thing. You know, I've given you almost all the swings before they happen. Okay, yeah. So we'll be trading all the pieces bit by bit. So this structure is like this. And if this is what is happening, then we should see more upside. Okay, but if this is not what is happening, but the first structure I draw for you, then it means that we are just going up to come down again. All right, that's basically it. Now let's get into the SMC setups. The SMC setups, and I'm going to start from the 15 minutes. I don't want to go to the higher time frame. We missed this great buy because I used the 500 to do the analysis for you and I went to bed. So we missed this great buy. But even with that, I was expecting a reversal. We call it ERL or external range. XPOI reversal. That's the model, all right? XPOI reversal. So I was expecting a reversal right here. But price did not do that. It just went into the EPOI and then started going back up. It didn't do that. Okay. So I was actually expecting a reversal. That's what I was expecting, a reversal. But price just entered into the POI, you can see right there, and started going back up. We can see this trade has been a very good trade, even though I showed you guys and I didn't call it because it's mostly in the night. I will not call the trade. I will just show you. I'm not going to call the trade. I'll show you what you should expect, right? And this has been a very good one and started going all the way. In fact, at this point, if I was very awake, it would have been a very good setup for us. That setup was scoring about, let me take you into it. Let me take you into it. So that setup was actually scoring about 80 something. It should be 80 something, right? It should be. So I'm going to score the setup right now. We are all going to do that together, okay, so that you actually get the thought process, what goes into my head. Okay, so the setup was a buy on gold, was an EPOI sniper entry model. So you can see that in the POIs, immediately I just pointed out the structures have been drawn already. You can see. All right, I don't want to click on it so that some people will be like, oh wow, this is what Doc is doing. Okay, so that's basically it. Now we're just going to the POIs. It's an API. The confluence factors is an OB, and this was scoring about 15, right? Yeah, it was scoring about 15. Oh, sorry, it was even 16. 16, yeah, so it's still the same. All right, and here we have clusters. Signal strength at the time was weak, but has at the time was strong and with an arrow, two double arrows. Okay, and the structure was actually a BOS, HFT. It was a direct entry, home base, 5 minutes and 30 minutes. Divergence was A cluster, and then inducement was major. And you can see this was a premium setup. This was a premium setup. You can see it right there. In fact, let me take you through the thought process. Some of you be like, what is Doc even doing right there? Okay, so with my indicator right here, my indicator even drew it. You can see BOS already drawn right there. Indicator drew it. I'm not the one who is drawing this. So the POI is confirmed, and you can see we have arrow 1, 2, all right? But this one is just right here. Signal strength fully. You can see full buy. And then you can see we have a cluster of support right there. The support is 16, is strong. Previously a 10 code. Okay. And then you can see the cluster of pivots I talk about. So this should tell you what I go through. This is my thought process. This is how I actually, every model and the thought process that goes into it. So I've just shown you one of the processes. And let's go over now. The POI was an EPOI. The confluence was a valid order block. All right, valid order block. If you are my student, you know what a valid order block is. And then this one actually scored 15 to 20. That is for the support and resistance. Oh, so you can see it. Signal strength was fully strong with an arrow. Then structure was a BOS. HFT bounce, no. This was a direct entry. It was a direct entry. And then you can see home base was actually on the 15 and 30 minutes. Okay. Divergence, that is one thing we did not check. So I'm going to take you to divergence. This is the time frame that the setup was on. So it means that you have to go to each lower time frame to see the divergence, and we are going to do that. And right here, you can see the divergence. Look at the divergence. Look at this. All right, I use two different oscillators to confirm the divergence. And you can see this is a type, the divergence type is a type A divergence. All right, you can see the divergence. You can see it. This is a type A divergence. I hope today you are learning a lot. I hope today you are learning a lot. So when I call a trade, it's not like I just sit here and I just tell you guys, buy. No, there is a whole thought process. There is a process that we go through. My students, I always tell them that you want to open a lock, the lock always has a process. First, you put in the key, turn it, and then you follow, and it's going to open. All right? That's basically it. If today is your first time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And then hit that bell notification so that anytime I come live, you will be notified immediately. And don't forget to share the link to family, friends as well. Okay? So this is the thought process. This type, I can't go through the type of divergences and all of that. Right? This is not an educational stuff. I'm just helping you so that you also understand the thought process, what we go through before we produce one signal. Okay, so this is basically it, and this actually scored the A. A is giving us a premium setup. We should risk 2%. The maximum that I have given the system to risk is 2%. Right? The maximum that I have given the system to risk is 2%. You can see it right there. Okay, so now everything's set, and I will have to put in all this data before I call the trade. So when I'm calling trades for you, sometimes you see I delay. There's a delay because I have to go through all of these things before I actually call the trade. And I'll be like, oh guys, I'm very sorry, there's a small delay. Yeah, because I just don't call the trade. I don't want to beat myself. Oh shit, I missed this. Oh, sorry. I missed this, I missed that. No. I just want to give you, and I know that what I've given you is the best. That's basically it. So you just don't click on any kind of stuff. No. We have a thought process. We follow through. In fact, let me share with you XPY continuation and XPY reversals so that you understand. You see the model? So when I click on it, the model actually appears before me. If I have forgotten anything, I would see it right there. It's actually there, right in front of me. And this setup, usually it triggers TP1. Most TP hits is TP1. Most TP hits, right? Let's go to EPOI. EPOI, mostly TP1 is the one that is hitting. And followed by Excel. We had a few of the Excels too as well, right? TP2, TP3, all of them. But the one that mostly hits. And that my TP1 that I'm talking about is not something joke. Okay, let me show you the TP1 that I'm talking about. So TP1 is like this. So actually it went all the way to, okay, so 78.6. So I'm going to show you so that you understand. When I say TP1, you'll be like, hey doc, that TP1, my TP1 is not TP1, do you know? Okay, so we actually triggered 78.6. So 78.6, 1 in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this is basically it. If we are trading from this time frame, then it means that this is the target level. So this is the TP1 we are talking about. This TP2, TP3, TP4, and TP5. But the setup was coming from the 15 minutes. So its target levels will change based on the Fibonacci placements. Right? Da Costa is saying that great insight. Oluwatosin is giving me more fire emoji. Yeah, guys, thanks so much for giving me such compliments. All right, so that's basically it. We missed this trade though, but this would have been a very good, profitable trade, like I always give you all the time. And I think it's more than 1,000 pips. It's more than 1,000 pips. It's more than 1,000 pips. 1,300. And so going. We are currently at XPY. XPYs are very, very strong, very, very powerful. XPYs, they are very, very strong, very, very powerful. Especially XPY2. Very, very strong. I should have actually noticed this and I wouldn't have called the short terms. Right? I shouldn't have done that because We are coming from the stronger, higher time frame. Yeah. This one, I should have seen it earlier, but I was asleep, so I wouldn't know all of that. Okay. And this price started to ride. XPOIs are crazy. They are very, very crazy. Look at this XPOI, XPOI2 coming from this area. They are very, very crazy. They are crazy stuff. Right? Crazy stuff. Okay? Guys, if today is your first time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right? It's a free thing to do. It's a free thing. It's very, very free. Okay? When you do that, you're actually motivating us to do more. All right? Yeah. Guys, I think we have done enough. We've covered enough. Now that we are at XPOI, I'm actually expecting them to make a reaction. And I'm not going to do a direct entry right from here. No, we will do an HFT bounce. Right? Some of you will be like, Doc, what is an HFT bounce? Yeah, it's our models that we use. Okay, we have different types of models. I've shown you right in here. We have different types of models. Right? We have different types of models. We have the GPOI, DFVG, EPOI, XPOI, XPOI continuation, XPOI reversal, HFT bounce, double breakout, handoff, TF, and it goes. All right. So we have these models, every model and its thought process. Every model and its thought process. So once we have the model, we go into it and you will see what you should be looking out for. Every model and what goes into it. Some of the models you don't need to do so much. Some of them you have to do a lot. Okay? Yeah. So that's basically it. Guys, I think that is that for today. We missed this beautiful 1,300 pips trade coming early this morning. These days, I think I have to be doing 24 hours. I have to be running shift with my team so that we can have trades flowing each and every single time. Okay, at this point, I would like to end the session. All right. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section. I will read all the comments and I will reply you. By the way, my name is Dr. Mola, and I say bye for now, guys.